Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman says she is in for the 2027 governor's race with a message that now is not the time to take the foot off the gas. On Monday, Coleman joined supporters in front of the Hall of Governors at the Kentucky Center for History, laying out a platform leaning on her support for public education, including pre-K, as well as health care access, more funding for foster and kinship care, and holding big tech accountable.
It is with deep pride in the work that we've accomplished to this point, with abounding hope for a future we can author together, and immense gratitude and love for my fellow Kentuckians, that today I declare my candidacy to be the next governor of the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
Coleman is the earliest entry in the 2027 race. The Republican Party of Kentucky responded with sharp criticism, calling her, quote, an ineffective, inefficient, and incompetent lieutenant governor. Jared, I'll start the conversation with you here. First, if you want to respond to that particular assessment, but main question I have here, what are your overall thoughts, strengths, and weaknesses of what she's going to be bringing to the field as a candidate?
Well, with all due respect to RPK's statement, all lieutenant governors are like that. They don't really do much. Their one job is to stay alive, right? And so they get to travel to the state and go to events that the governor doesn't want to go to. So I don't know how you can. I don't know if you could judge a resume of any lieutenant governor, Republican or Democrat. I think she has a couple marks she had to hit. She had to make this look like an official campaign announcement, like a real top tier one, and she did. Presented well. It reached the moment. She claimed the Team Kentucky name. So everybody, and it's no secret, Rocky more than likely will get in this race also. So I'm curious to see what happens with Team Kentucky when that happens. So I don't know. I mean, she's going to be an interesting candidate. Now, how happy all the county judges are that have primaries that are getting a statewide office candidate for next year, storming, touring the state, sucking some oxygen out. I don't know. I don't know about that.
All right, Representative Lockett, same question for you here. I imagine you got a bit more pointed assessment here, but same question, strengths and weaknesses of Lieutenant Governor Coleman as a candidate.
Well, I'm never one that's actually in a Democratic primary, so this is a tougher one for me. I know. But I would tend to kind of say the same thing. Like, I would ask the question, what has she done? And the answer to that would be nothing. I'm curious to see as she travels around the state, does she take credit for the things that the General Assembly has done? Does she take credit for economic development that the General Assembly has done, like the governor likes to do? I go back to, she's going to have to explain things like putting her hairdresser in front of the line for the unemployment during COVID, when she got caught with that text. Things like that, that's an abuse of office, and I think those questions are going to have to be answered by her. It'll be interesting to see who else jumps in. I think it'll be a quite interesting race. And
you mentioned sort of where I want to go next. First, want to get your thoughts of any possible Republican names that are floating out there. I think there's a few that already come to mind, and you already mentioned Rocky Atkins as a possible another Democratic candidate there. So any other names you think are probably going to be a good possibility of getting in this race?
I mean, I think there's several. One of the good things about the Republican Party is we have a very deep bench, a much deeper bench than the Democrats do, and so I think you'll see quite a few people. Probably one or two names come to the top of that for me, and I'll reserve those for a later date. But I have no doubt whatsoever that come next fall we'll be victorious.
I imagine some people are wondering if Representative Jamie Comer or Secretary of State Michael Adams or any of those names.
I think those are two names that probably put at the top of that list.
And
yes.
The third
Jared?
name on that is Thomas Massey. If Comer can keep the field clear, which is what he would want, which is what anybody wants, that'd be great. Maybe convince Adams to look at something else. But if Adams gets in and you're Massey, do you then take a shot at a three-way race? Race to what, 33% at that point? So those are, to me, the interesting things.
Any other Democratic names you want to throw out there very quickly?
I don't think so. The only one that is interesting is Zach Dembo, if in case he comes up short. He has Stanford undergrad, Michigan law. Worked at the Justice Department in D.C., but I think he's more focused on federal stuff and getting into D.C., so I don't know. But this is Kentucky, man. Nobody really wants to be a U.S. Senator. Everybody wants to be governor in this state.
All right, we got a long way until November 2027. We'll see what happens. It's all